man. 122 pounder, 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
You guys come from Walker, Wisconsin. Going to watch
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas boxing.
All right, man. So the internet, these boxing streets are talking. So let's talk about it. They want to do AB and Ryan Garcia. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And then subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit our notification, increase chance, get notifications. I'm live. I go live and drop a video. Don't forget, hit the link tree. Find me on all social media platforms, podcast platforms. And if you want to donate, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal inside there too. So yeah, AB and Ryan Garcia is interesting. I heard some rumors that was earlier this year that, you know, AB and Devontae could fight. I'm not sure I completely believe those rumors, but they were rumors. But you know, especially if Ryan Garcia don't fight Tank or he get past Tank, that's a great fight for both men. You know, I think they can sell a lot of pay-per-views. I think they can sell a lot of pay-per-views just based off talking. You know, I think that's what it is. I think that'd be a very popular fight. Now, AB got to beat Omar Figueroa. You know what I'm saying? Abel Ramos was able to stop Omar Figueroa. If AB can come back and stop Omar Figueroa, which Omar Figueroa got an opportunity to rest. So, I mean, usually when his hands is good and he focused, same thing with AB. When he focused, they both are, you know, good fighters. But, you know, Omar Figueroa got some real power. But, you know, I don't even know if he love boxing. That's the question. I don't think he love. But if he able to beat, you know, Figueroa in good shape and fashion, you know, Ryan Garcia, you know, he beat Tank or he fights Joseph Diaz and beat him in good fashion. I just think, you know, I think that's a natural progression right there. Ryan and AB, you know, especially if Ryan able to beat AB, compete with AB, whatever, they do good numbers, then you can turn around and put it on pay-per-view. It might be the last stance for Adrien Broner. Now, Broner got mad when one of the reporters from UK asked him, basically asked, you know, he's at the end of his career, and he was basically like, I'm not 65 years old, but basically you is, bro. Like, you ain't won a fight in a long time. You know, a lot of people thought you ain't even beat Giovanni Santiago. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't think he beat Santiago. So, I mean, it's like you ain't won a fight in a long time. And a lot of people mind you ain't look good in, what, half a decade or something like that. So, I don't know. But that's a good fight for Ryan Garcia. With or without the Tank fight, that's a good fight. They both gonna talk junk. They both got social media preferences. But I think Al would rather pass the baton to one of his young fighters. You know, I'm surprised he never sacrificed him to keep Thurman, you know, Danny Garcia, you know, Errol Spence. I was always surprised. You know, he never sacrificed Adrien Broner to them. But, you know, people could talk about how Adrien Broner talked ish about Al Heyman. But Al Heyman put him in position to get that Pacquiao fight when he didn't deserve it. You know, he didn't do shit to deserve it. I mean, when I first seen Adrien Broner on HBO versus Daniel Ponce de Leon, he lost that fight. That was a gift decision he got, to be honest. And everybody know he lost that fight. But, you know, he's a good talker. He's entertaining, good amateur career, you know. But, you know, you can talk about him and Al. Al always going to take care of them Ohio boys. From Al from Cleveland. So he's going to take care of all of them. Cincinnati, Toledo, Youngstown, wherever they at, Al Heyman going to make sure them dudes stay eating. Just like Floyd Mayweather make sure Fight Hype stay eating. Al going to make sure them boys from Ohio is all right, bro. But that's a good fight, you know. I mean, also, it ain't, you know, it's not a, you know, it's not undoable. I think AB can get down to 140, you know, 142, 143, 144, something like that. So I think AB can get down to a solid weight, and, you know, it'd be a good fight. They'd be robbing the bank, but it'd be entertaining. I think Ryan Garcia is beatable. Really do. You know, that'd bring a nice bag, and maybe it's a fight they could do 2 or 3 times. You know, Ryan Garcia say he's not interested in the title. He only interested in the big fights like, you know, Tank and Teofimo Lopez, but Adrien Broner would be a huge fight for him. And that's a very winnable fight for him. Very winnable fight. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good fight. Even if they want to do Tank and Adrien Broner, you know, it's a good fight. You know, they homeboys, and that's that. You know, I don't really envision them doing that, but that's gonna make the fight a lot better. But I you know, I favor Ryan Garcia. AB is on the back half of his career, regardless of what he said to that reporter. He is on the back half of his career. He is. You know, and you know, he's been sliding for a long time, bro. You know, he never reached his potential. You know, he obviously reached his potential. He made a lot of money in boxing, but a lot of people expecting a lot more. But you know, he wasn't going to be Floyd Mayweather. How mmany are? You know, they supposed to dub Terrence Crawford the next Errol Spence next Mayweather. You know, and so on. You know, and it ain't so much about the skill. It's so much about carrying the torch financially for Showtime, PBC, HBO, whatever it was, NBC, Fox. Whatever. It was about them carrying the torch for them. But, you know, they don't have the personality Mayweather had, and that's the difference. And then people don't have a built-in fan base. You know, Canelo being the best fighter in Mexico and building his brand over, you know, years of being on free TV. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of these dudes ain't stars because they don't have social media presence, and they wasn't brought up on free TV or accessible TV, and that's the big thing about it. Huge thing about it, but it's a great fight. It's a great fight for social media. It's a great fight for everybody. It's gonna be a good fight, and I think Ryan Garcia. Yeah, I see AB come back, but last time I seen him beat Santiago, he looked good. Gary Anton Russell ran through him, so I mean, I'm not sure if he's gonna beat Omar Figueroa. And Omar Figueroa ain't look good. They should have fought years ago. When you talking about years ago, when Adrien Broner held the 135-pound title, he beat Antonio DeMarco. Figueroa was next up in line. He became the interim champion, and then they moved AB up, and Omar became the full champion, which Al Heyman should have made that fight back then. Like, what was that, 15, 13, 16? So these dudes both been long in the sport. They both had, their durations both been long, you know, longer than the average boxing career. And really, if they both look like dog shit in this fight, they both should be forced to retire. But obviously, I mean, even Omar Figueroa versus Adrien Broner, I mean, that's a good fight. I just don't think Figueroa can get down to 140 pounds. And I don't think he can do a catchweight neither. Adrien Broner is naturally a small guy. Figueroa is naturally a big guy. And what they really was trying to line up, you know, for years was Omar Figueroa versus Errol Spence. And Figueroa laid the egg versus Dennis Ugas. I mean, it's kind of like James Kirkland laying the egg versus Montiel and getting blasted out. They really wanted to do James Kirkland versus Jamal Charlo, but Montiel upset the apple cart. It's the same thing with this fight. It's the same exact thing. You know, they wanted to do they wanted to do Figueroa with Errol Spence, and he couldn't beat Ugas. But you got to understand what they got lined up for the winner in this fight. Why not Ryan Garcia? Al Heyman don't have too much use for. He don't have too much use for Adrien Broner or Omar Figueroa no more. So he don't have too much use for him. So why not, you know, subcontract them niggas out and fight Ryan Garcia? You might hit a lick. AB career might be reborn. You know, might fight Ryan Garcia 2 or 3 times. Make PBC a lot of money, make De La Hoya, the Zone a lot of money, make Ryan a lot of money. You know, Ryan far from unstoppable. He can be done. You know? So yeah, you know, the street said, yeah, they can do that. Yeah, they should do that fight if AB win. I mean, Figueroa, I don't think Ryan want to go all the way to 147. Figueroa might got an issue with making 147 pounds. So that's kind of why you don't think about that. But if he beat Tank, put him in a position to fight Adrien Broner, make a lot of sense. Ton of sense. You know, but yeah, that's the sweet lick. Sweet lick that's a win-win for Al Heyman. Even if AB lose. That is what it is. He wasn't much use to you anyway. You wasn't gonna line him up there with Errol Spence. You wasn't gonna line him up with Terrence Crawford. You know? So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. You know? If he beat Ryan Garcia, shit, or if it's competitive enough for a rematch, keep cashing in. Maybe Ryan Garcia, maybe throw him in there with Tank. You know? Maybe throw him in there with Robert Jr. once he get healthy and come back. make a little bit of sense. But yeah, you know, a lot of shit talking. I expect Ryan should be able to beat these dudes, man. Now him versus Tank, a whole different type of story. Like I said, I think his resume better than Tank Davis, or it's close. I don't really rate most of them. And once you think about it, Tank lost a lot of rounds, but then again, you look at the durability of, you know, a lot of Ryan Garcia opponents coming off losses. So square bids either way. But I think Tank the better fighter. I think we all know that. But then again, Ryan, you know, is a different type of size and physicality for him. It'll be interesting though. It'll be real interesting. It's a good fight. Real good fight. But I you know, we'll see. But as far as Adrien Broner getting in the mix, you know, low risk for both of them guys, high reward. He do got a name, he do got a presence. But you know, Ryan Garcia, even if you don't make Ryan and Tank, you might as well make AB and Tank. I mean, maybe and Ryan. You know, makes a lot of sense. You know, just my humble opinion on it. But a lot of people might have different opinions. A lot of people might say, "Oh no, F that fight ain't this, that fight ain't that." A lot of people, people was talking about it in my comment section, our live chats. You know, and I say, you know, it makes some sense. Ryan Garcia, fight Tank, don't fight Tank, beat Tank, maybe even lose to Tank makes some sense. But Tank should, you know, I don't think Tank gonna stretch him. I think Tank gonna stretch him. I think most people already know that, but it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financial want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit my link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Twitch, Twitter, and a whole bunch of other places. Financial want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Like I said, appreciate the love, support. Check the, I don't know, no playlist on this one, but let me know what you think about Ryan Garcia and Adrien Broner. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.